you should talk to Hiroko and be like, hey, when's the next time we could jump? Because I think they can jump on day 99 or day 98. Speaking of day 98, that's the day it's done. A fine morning is upon us.
Hey! Tsubasa?
How are things going?
I told you to all leave me alone. What are you doing here anyway? Well, today is day 98, you know. You said you have the life support system ready by now, right? We were just wondering if maybe you were close. I didn't say I have it done by day 98. I said on day 98. So, anytime today before the stroke of midnight? What's with your tone? Are you trying to rush me? Bust my ass over here. I feel for Tsubasa. She has had to take a massive, like, in this, I'll say this is probably the most she's ever had to work in a route. She had to fix the entire bus. She'd have to do this. Obviously all the QB stuff, and like, it's just, I mean, granted, in the killing game route where we had to fix the escape pod, that might actually be the one where she got worked the most, because the escape pod took 50 days to get fixed. The bus took what, 3 days or so, and then she had to work on this thing and just everything else. Like, God, I feel for the girl. She's the hardest working of the bunch. Everyone fell silent. Couldn't argue with that. Anyway, I need to be alone to concentrate. I'm sorry, but I really need you all to go. If you don't want to get burnt alive by the final attack, that is. It's unusual for Tsubasa to be so blatantly on edge. She probably has not slept at all. Let the girl work and then she can rest. Her eyes are bloodshot and dark circles hang under them. She probably hasn't slept for the past few days. Everyone, let's do what she says. You have to trust her to finish it. Let's get going. Well, they tapped everyone on the shoulder, gave Kawana a deep nod, and left his garage. What the fuck? Why are you saying her last name? That's so weird. It's like the one time where he said Gaku's last name when they were talking about the liver mortis codes. He hadn't eaten any breakfast yet, so we stopped at the cafeteria. But I wasn't in the mood to eat. Everyone else seemed to feel the same. Stood around without heading to the counter to make any food. Hey, what time does the final attack start on day 100 anyway? It should be around 10 o'clock in the morning.
Huh?
We've got another 50 hours to go then. Will the life support system be ready in time? Tsubasa said it would be done before the day was over. We just have to believe her. Heavy tension filled the air, but suddenly Darumi cut right through it. Oh, I have an idea. Everyone looked at Darumi in confusion. Takumi, Mistress Hiroko, you said there are set times when you can parallel leap, right? Huh? Yeah, we did. When's the next window? Today from 9:20 to 11:50 p.m. Perfect timing. Then my plan might actually work. What plan is this? We should all jump to a different timeline. We can find one with an intact escape pod and use it to go to the satellite. Pretty smart, right? Everyone's faces lit up. Their eyes sparkled with hope, but... No, we can't do that. Why not? Won't be able to bring the baby with us without the life support system. We'd be leaving Shion to die. There are other reasons not to as well. I heard something from Shion yesterday. Boarding is restricted on the escape pod. Only special defense unit members registered to the pod can board. Oh. Well, I think I remember with the killing game route, because we definitely launched before day 100 anyway. So I'm pretty sure Tsubasa said, like, yeah, she, like, you know, replaced stuff. If an unregistered outsider gets in, the pod won't launch. So I won't be allowed to board. Oh well, do not worry about me. It's not just you. Shion won't be able to board either. If we brought the baby in the life support device on board. He isn't registered. And technically, I'm pretty sure Nozomi's not registered either. Technically. Because she was never supposed to be here to begin with, so.
Oh.
So we can't take him either. Oh, for the love of murder. We also have to consider Special Defense Unit in whatever timeline we leapt to. Some of them may have lost their lives, but at least a few should have survived. We'd be stealing their futures if we used their pod. It amounts to killing another timeline's version of ourselves. We couldn't do that, could we? The glimmer vanished from everyone's eyes. No one had a counter-argument. We have to stay in this timeline and grapple with the destiny given to us. Yes, that's right. We need to do what we can here. What do you mean? Tomorrow's our final battle of Veshness. We need to be in good mental and physical condition for that. Not just for ourselves, but also for Tsubasa, who's working herself to the bone all by herself.
You're right. Even if she finishes the life support system, everything goes to shit if we lose.
Enough worrying. If we let our minds get weak, our bodies will follow. Everybody, let's hold firm. We'll trust in Tsubasa and keep waiting. Suddenly, the unease vanished from everyone's faces. There was a new glint in their eyes this time, one of hope. To me, it looked like the flames of passion burning in anticipation of tomorrow's battle. Hell yeah. Way to give him a rousing speech there, brother. Everyone dispersed to their rooms. After a short rest, I went off on my usual rounds. Today's day 98. Tomorrow's the final fight. This will probably be my last time doing this. Lord, I'm nervous. I'm being completely honest. I'm nervous. And that's why I'm ending I'm not ending the video here, guys. The last part would probably be like around 30 minutes or so. I'm not ending the video. Not yet, anyway. I'm ending like I said, no matter how long I'm recording this, it's almost 4 hours, or it's actually over 4 hours by now. But there's definitely stuff I will be cutting out. So both of these parts are going to be 2 hours long. Was there something I wanted to check? I don't think anything got added in the gallery. I just want to be sure about that. Yeah, because I have all video, I have all audio, I have all bonding. The only thing that's left is all endings, which is 2, and all the events, which is 4. So each thing will be there, hopefully. I thought there was something I wanted to check. Now I can't remember. Oh, well, it's not that big of a deal. Let's go.
Move out!
Move out! That's not precious Tsubasa. I hope they don't do that to her. Didn't go back to our rooms after dinner. We hung around the cafeteria, waiting in silence for news from Tsubasa. Spent an hour waiting. It was then that I noticed one of us was missing. Hiroko. Huh? Where's Hiroko? She said she had to go to the bathroom. He's been gone for a while. She's time leaping to find a thing, isn't she? I felt a vague sense of unease. I'm gonna go look for her. Let everyone know my plans and dash out of the cafeteria. 8:35 p.m. Seeing the time remind me of something. Next time we could parallel leap is today from 9:20 to 11:50 p.m. Could it be? I sprinted down the hallway and into the entrance hall. Besides the door, there was only one fire extinguisher. I knew it. Damn it, Hiroko! Took the remaining fire extinguisher and ran outside. Hiroko had probably gone to the lab. What timeline could she be going to? Confused, I hurried through the ruined streets. Ran outside and looked around. No sign of anyone. There were white particles flickering throughout the room. Too late. Checked the machine's log. Immediately I knew where Hiroko had gone. Serial killer timeline? Why there? I was clueless, but trying to reason it out wasn't going to do anything. Set up the machine and quickly put on my leap suit. Right, here I go. Uh-oh. I don't know, I'm nervous. I'm like, there has to be an ending here that breaks the loop. Which unfortunately I think is whatever the two endings is left, only one of them is going to do it. You know, it'd be actually interesting if they made it, if they set up in the way that ending 50 was the one that did it, but it's not going to be the case. It's either ending 54 or 55. 55 would be nice. Completely my leaping around outside the lab, still inside of Hiroko. If I was going to go anywhere, it would have to be the school. I muttered to myself and took off running again. Bro! Don't like this. Took my lead suit off as soon as I could. I wanted to be as light as possible. I ran until I finally reached the academy. Looking around, I immediately spotted Hiroko. She was hiding in the shadows, looking at something some distance away. Quietly made my way over until I was standing right beside her. Where did you come from? Could you announce your arrival next time? Despite her surprise, Hiroko still kept her voice down. What are you doing here anyway? Did you follow me?
Huh?
Yeah? How did you know I was me and not the me from this timeline? Well, Hiroko cast a sidelong glance. There were two people standing that direction. Oh, this is the, yeah, we're in the serial killer route, so I'm pretty sure the only people left is Takumi and, it's only Takumi and Nozomi and Hiroko. Yeah, it's only the three of us. It was the Hiroko and me from the timeline. Takumi 2 and Hiroko 2.
I see. That's Takumi 2 over there.
Takumi 2 was sitting quietly on a bench, as still as a wax statue. I believe that was the first time we've heard the line, the scent of lavender, by the way, too, was during this part. Hiroko stood before him, looking down at him with an affectionate gaze. Just then a hoarse voice passed through Takumi's lips. Hey, Hiroko. Please, stay by my side just for a moment. Hiroko 2 didn't answer. She drew closer in silence, gently holding his hand in her hands. And then... Yep, got this one again. Just watching me, my body burn with a fever. I remembered everything. Her warmth, her pulse, even the sound of her breath. It was as if I could hear it right next to me. And the smell of lavender. And of course the scent of lavender! The sweet, enchanting smell that tickled my nose.
It's okay. Everything will be all right.
My chest tightened at the sound of her soft voice. I was shaken, my mind utterly blank. That's right. I remember. Back then I couldn't hold back the emotion surging inside of me, so I said,
Hiroko,
I don't remember that part. Day 98 is almost over. I'll be honest with you. To me, the events of this day, of this very moment, they were so precious, so irreplaceable, so important. It was the reason for everything.
Huh?
Everything?
Ugh.
Yes. You mean why you came here? You want to see them again?
Oh.
No, that's not all. And the reason I went to save Hiroko 2 with you on day 16. And the reason I brought the power saw.
Oh.
The reason I lied about Takumi 2 being healed the next day. Everything I did was to make sure this moment would be recreated. In other words, I laid down all the tracks needed to create a line that leads to this moment. Because I want to protect this timeline. I didn't want this moment to disappear. Oh.
The Takumi over there is Takumi 2. The one with the Gi data in his brain. He's still infected. That's why he killed so many of his friends in this timeline. If I'd prioritized fixing him in the early stages, I could have built a line that avoided that tragedy, but I didn't. I knew what he was doing, and I turned a blind eye.
Well...
Because I wanted to hear him say it. I wanted to hear you say it. That's why I did all this. That's the only reason.
To him say I love you?
Ugh.
Do you despise me for it? You must think I'm a horrible person. No, those words aren't enough to describe what I've done. You killed everyone because the geese stole your ability to reason. But the same can't be said for me. I made the conscious choice to allow all this pain and suffering to take place. In that sense, my sin is far more grave. I know I can never be forgiven. That might be why I'm trapped in this endless loop. And this is my punishment. I'm trapped in a prison I can never escape for all eternity. To pay for the horrible things I've done. I couldn't find my words. It was as if I'd been robbed of the ability to speak. On the one hand, Hiroko's right. Her crime was unforgivable. I mean, on one hand, yeah, but... Yeah. But for whatever reason, I couldn't bring myself to blame her. An indescribable, windingly complex heat waved inside my mind. It was anger, hatred, and sadness. But it was also a heart-wrenching affection. Takumi 2 and Hiroko 2 huddled together in the darkness. One who had committed so many sins, and one who was about to commit even more. Two people bound in the chains of a cursed fate. But Hiroko had done everything just to see this very moment. We quietly watched and waited until the two of them parted. In the silence, shaky breaths filled the air. Hiroko's sobs spilled from her lips as she could no longer hold them back. Damn. We made it back to our home timeline just before midnight last night. By the time we got back to the academy, the date had rolled over. Morning came, and there wasn't any good news from Tsubasa. The final battle is upon us. We need to ensure we win, not just for ourselves, but also for Tsubasa's sake, as she works on the life support system. Is that understood? As much as I care about Tsubasa, I'm more concerned about how losing would be a death sentence. Yeah. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. What? Wait, what? Okay, I did not expect Koishika to talk about the Bible. The strategy exactly how Hiroko laid it out. Everybody remembers it, right? My power in the poison trap. We'll use that 2-hit combo to weaken Veshness. The trap is good to go. Just like last time, I can only make one, but it's ready to use whenever. I'll handle that. I figured it out in the battle with Del Shah last time. I can do the same here. Thanks, Nozomi. Shion, don't overdo it. If you die, everything we've done will be for nothing. So I can't use all my power. It's a tall order, but I'll make it work. Veshness's new technique will be a pain to deal with, though. You mean the Undying Flames attack she has now?
She gobbled up so much commander blood that she can do that kind of shit now, huh?
According to the information I have, yes. Where did you get that information from exactly? Hey, yeah. Sirei and Nigo aren't working, so how do you know all of this? Well, that very moment. The door to the war room flung open and someone came rushing in. I finished it! Tsubasa! Sorry to keep you waiting. I somehow managed to make it in time. You mean... Could it be? She nodded and pulled something out from behind her. The beva jar. The baby jar. You finished the life support system. Yeah, that's the part attached to the jar here. If we put the baby inside, we can save Shion. That's right. That's why I made it, after all. You're amazing, Tsubasa. You really did it. Great work. Everyone else started to cheer, one after the other. Their faces were almost bursting with smiles. Tsubasa, you did this for me? What should I even say? It doesn't even begin to cover it. I appreciate so much from the very bottom of my heart. Oh, stop it. Don't thank me. As long as you help us in the fight, that's enough. The alarm sounded, cutting off our conversations. Hey, wait up. Fucking, take the heat off of Hiroko to explain things. I mean, you could have just straight up went like, I time leaped yesterday and we got the information there. Oh, for the love of murder. Looks like we're going to make it for the defense room. Looks like we're not going to make it to the defense room, even with the John ready.
We're gonna have to take these guys out first.
Everybody, our final battle's here. I have one thing to tell you before we start. Everyone's gaze shifted in unison. I met each of their eyes as I continued. So it's going to be voiced. No matter what happens out there, stay alive. Don't let yourself fall into the trap of thinking nothing matters just because you can be revived. For the past 99 days, we've survived without losing anybody. Not a single person. This isn't my first time saying this, but this hasn't happened in other timelines. What we have achieved here is nothing short of a miracle. Can't let this chance slip through our fingers. So I'm begging you. Do not die. We have to finish the fight and survive together. I certainly have no intention of dying today. I want to stick with you guys for a long time to come. You accepted me in spite of everything I've done. I need to repay you for that. I agree. Everyone happily let a creepy lump of lard like me be part of the team. I don't even want to imagine saying goodbye to all of you. I agree. I want to live as your possession forever. I can't let it end here. I need to protect my dear sister at least until she gets married. Brother dearest. I got things I want to do before I die too. I still haven't gotten to enjoy a blood-soaked killing game with you guys. I think we're on the same page. I refuse to die without getting to dissect any of you. Same here. I never even got to accidentally graze Tsubasa's boobs. The moment you do, I'll have to kill you. Everyone, I will not allow you to lose now. That's right. We must prevail and put the baby in the jar. Put the baby in the jar.
Then we'll bring that final attack to a screeching halt and stay alive.
That's right. For day 100, day 100, day 101, and day 102, and all the days after. Forever and always, all 17 of us. Forever? Yes, that's right. The Special Defense Unit is indestructible. Just like your undying flames will burn on forever. Everyone nodded firmly, full of resolve, looking at their courageous faces. I gave the signal. Okay then, here we go. Special Defense Unit, we move out for the final time. Hell yeah, brother, let's do this! There it is. I was like, whenever you want to load, brother. Should I do this fight?
Help me!
Should I do this fight? I'm not going to.
I don't want to fight!
I know you warned us, but...
There's so many of them! Just what you'd expect to see in a final battle.
And according to Hiroko, Veshness won't be showing up right away.
Yes, as you can see, it's only her minions now. We'll need to deal with them first.
Then let's hurry and kill them all.
Here we go!
I don't want to fight!
Skip it. I probably should have done this fight if I'm being honest, but like, nah.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel!
That's the cannon fodder dealt with. Which means it won't be long.
She's already here. Get ready.
Just as Hiroko said, Veshness had arrived, calmly approaching the battlefield from a distance. Hear everyone's breath hitch. Tension filled the air. Alas, Veshness stood in place. She looked us up and down before she spoke.
Here I am, as promised. How rude of me to keep you waiting.
Yeah, whatever. We just used that time to get warmed up.
Let's finish this!
You're so utterly foolish, unaware that it all ends here.
You don't get to decide that!
We're going to win!
What a splendid answer. So teeming with false confidence. Don't stop on my account. Your impassioned speeches are the perfect prelude to the cries of despair you'll be making later.
I don't think so! Your ears don't deserve to hear my sonorous, delicate voice!
Yes, just like that. The greater your bravado, the greater the pleasure I'll feel when I take your heads off. Please, continue. Or are you out of ideas already?
Overlord Veshness, I hear your command. Allow me.
Oh
Shut
boy.
the hell up, you hag. Stop running your mouth and fight.
Oh my god.
Ava. Still
Oh,
enslaved
these
by the
two.
enemy's ridiculous brainwashing, I see. Well then, have it your way!
Those two are wonderful. I hope there's a DLC where we kind of focus on the commanders more so. It'd be nice to see what everyone else looks like under their masks. Like, I don't know, just have like a weird, like, show us the show us their perspective. How will they make it work? I don't know. That's not my job to
Everybody,
figure
careful!
out.
She's going to use that attack.
Like, that's not my job to figure out. That'd be nice. It's like, hey, I mean, it's like it'd be like it'd be kind of like how the Ado route is. You know, the one where we don't have him join and we just follow his perspective. I don't know. Maybe there's a whole. I mean, we'd be missing a couple of the commanders, but could you imagine if, like, on the fight where we face Ava, instead of the choice of either kill her or take her prisoner, we're like, nah, she can go. Or even, like, just have the whole scenario on the, like, from the perspective of the commanders from, I mean, maybe just, it'd have to be the Route 0 ones. I don't know how, I don't think it could work any other way. That'd just be interesting right there. Just like a, I mean, I feel like that'd be all visual novel. There'd be no battles at all, which is fine by me if I'm being honest. But I like that if we just kind of got a whole, like, this was what the commanders were doing. This is what the invaders were doing during these 100 days. The first 100 days.
That attack?
You mean...
So that's her new technique. An undying flames attack.
Damn it! I knew it was coming, but I couldn't get out of the way.
What are you talking about now? You knew about my newly mastered skill?
That's not all. We know all about your plan, too.
My plan?
Would you like me to tell you so you can fact check it?
Is it the missile to the
If
artificial
that's
satellite?
what you want, I'll tell you everything we know.
You're dead, Hiroko. You're fucking dead.
Go ahead. And tell me what it is you think you know.
You said something at the start of this battle.
Here I am, as promised. How rude of me to keep you waiting.
After our last fight, you told us you'd come today. You're here now. But the delay wasn't for dramatic effect.
She
You
built the
actually
missile.
couldn't come until you'd finished building it. Am I right?
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. I mean the Undying Flame missile you've been putting together.
How do you know about that?
Lady Hiroko is right. Veshna certainly did say something about needing to prepare.
Does that mean she was working on the missile?
Yes, but don't worry. It's not ready yet. Veshnas, you waited too late to violate your religion's taboo. That's why you couldn't complete it in this timeline.
Timeline? What in God's name are you talking about?
There's nothing you can do about it now. You're too late, Veshnas. Your fate is already sealed. You lose.
What? I have the power of a god. Scum like you couldn't possibly defeat me.
But we can, and we will. We've got our own power now. It's much stronger than yours. It's the power of our bond.
Such drivel. That's not worth anything.
Then let us show you just how strong it is.
That's right! Take a good look at how strong we are! All 17 of us united!
Hell yeah, let's do the power of friendship thing that we do in the coming of age round. I swear to God, if we do that, I will laugh my ass off.
Enough of your nonsense. The next thing out of your mouths will be cries of agony.
Bring it on!
Okay, everyone, here we go.
Bow down!
Now then, is it my turn? Shion! Don't worry. I won't use all of my strength. Things will be all right. I'll save enough to skirt the line between life and death.
That's too dangerous. You need to keep it under control.
I'm telling you it's fine. I would never betray your trust like that. I'll fight for you. And I'll survive for you. I want you all to smile when this is over. Thank you, Shion. Don't thank me until we've won. Now then, let's do this!
And we're done. It's the boom.
We did it! Our plan worked! You impertinent little rats!
The poison is taking effect.
Veshnas should be weakened! This is our chance! Let's not waste it for Shion, who gave it everything he had!
Such utter nonsense. I still have plenty of power left. More than enough to crush you.
She's bluffing. Don't back down now.
You really think we would? I feel more ready to fight than ever!
My adrenaline is firing on all cylinders!
Everybody, this is it! The last push! Give it everything you've got and take her down! Right! We have to win this!
For all of us!
For all our friends!
We cannot give up on our future!
We have nothing to fear. We can't lose.
Because we are the...
Special Defense Unit! Best in the world! Indestructible and undefeated!
I mean, that's fair.
Never lose, never yield! Special Defense Unit, fight on!
Here we go, everybody! The future is ours for the taking!
Yeah! Species as ugly as yours? This can't be. I refuse. I refuse! Someone as great as I can never be defeated!
Oh my god, there was a 5th round? Or no, there isn't. Okay. I don't know. I'll be honest, I was not looking up when I saw the you win thing. I just saw the round ending, and I thought that meant, like... Say this is the worst of all.
Now that you've won, there's only despair in this planet's future. Truly,
Yep.
the worst of all bad endings!
And there we go. Our victory signaled the end of all the fighting, but we didn't have time to bask in the afterglow. We deactivated our class armor and gathered outside the defense room. Look, the wall of fire's gone. Shion must have got rid of it for us. Where is he? Everyone glanced around. Nobody had an answer. Don't tell me he burned up all of his freaking power! No, that's not possible. He said he'd survive for us.
Huh?
He's probably just exhausted.
Yeah, maybe he used up too much power to keep making that avatar of his.
Let's hurry. We need to get his physical body out of here. Tsubasa, do you have the jar? You brought it, right? Of course I did. You really think I'd forget something that important? Then let's go. Ooh. Ooh, boy. We stepped inside the defense room. It wasn't the first time for any of us. Shion had guided the others there before, during one of the times Hiroko and I were away. So instead of looking surprised, everyone had an awkward sense of tension in their faces. My heart is racing. Indeed, I haven't felt my pulse thrum this hard since my first night with the holy Jumanji sword. I wasn't sure what that meant, but I didn't care. I ignored her. I slowly approached the device housing Shion's physical body. stood before it and tried to breathe evenly. I could practically hear everyone's heartbeats around me.
Huh?
It's finally time. That's right. That's right. This is the moment we will seal our fate. How do we take him out? Takumi, do you have your infuser? Yeah. And if you don't mind. Got it. I took out my infuser and raised it. Seeing this, Tsubasa quickly opened the jar. Okay, I'm ready. All right. Here goes. Well, did it work? Yeah, everything's fine. Don't worry. Life support systems operating normally. The baby, he's okay. Everyone inhaled deeply. Now that all the tension had been let out, we started to celebrate. All right, we did it.
Hell yeah!
Just as planned. Yo, now Shion doesn't have to die. And that's not all. He stopped the energy supply to the missiles too. The final attack won't launch tomorrow. In other words, all of us, we're saved. What's the final choice? Yeah! Yay, yay. Long live the Special Defense Unit. You guys are the best. I love you all. Our cheers echoed so loudly the rafters were practically shaking. Others leapt up and down and danced for joy, swinging their heads around. Overjoyed, I watched them. My hand to my chest as I let out a sigh of relief. Phew. Not long after, Shion showed up. What up, bitches? But something was wrong. He was staring down, biting his lip. What's the matter? I'm sorry. What are you apologizing for? Our plan worked. We're going to survive. Are we not? And you are too. I know. And that's why I'm apologizing. What do you mean? Come on, Shion, answer us. Everyone stared at Shion. We waited bated breath for him to speak. Finally, softening with an anguished look on his face, he did. I already finished charging them. Oh. How do we stop the final attack? With the liver mortis code. That will blow up the entire school and the massive surrounding area. That's what's going to happen. What? The missiles are already full. What are you saying? It's only day 99. It's not possible for them to be charged that soon. That's right. That's how it's always been in all the timelines Hiroka and I know about. Perhaps Shion's feelings were too intense. His passion, his feelings and affection for us, maybe they burned a little too brightly. Nigo did mention something like that before. The more positive the emotion Shion feels, the greater the supply of energy. Shion closed his eyes and nodded. A cold silence fell over the room.
So, they're all full of energy.
Final attack? It's gonna launch after all? Wait. Why don't we work together to destroy all the missiles? We can't do that. Why not? If we do, we'll set off the interception system. It's a stronger foe than Veshness ever was. Even with all our might, we could never hope to beat it. Shion, is that true? Unfortunately, yes. There's no doubt about it. I couldn't control it even with my power. If you fight the intercept system, you'll almost certainly be killed. So then, in the final attack... That's right. It'll launch tomorrow at 10 in the morning. No. That's what's gonna be. We have to, how? I don't know. Maybe Shion can press the button. Maybe we can get Nigo or Sirei to do it. The missiles were already full of energy. At least they weren't launching immediately. Apparently the control system has been designed with this possibility in mind. The final attack was a significant event in the history of the people living on our artificial satellite. Starting even a day early could very well cause unforeseen problems for them. Probably just see it all as part of a show. Disgusting. Makes me sick. But it wasn't all misery for us. In essence, this meant we'd be given a reprieve for half a day. We used our limited time to think hard. How could all of us survive? If we pressed on until 10 a.m. without doing anything, the final attack would launch, and all life on the planet would be obliterated by dying flames. There's no way to escape the flames. Hiding somewhere with thick walls or deep underground won't save us. Don't understand, but whatever. We are guaranteed to be killed by the relentless, all-consuming fire. I mean, I guess it's like there's a shit ton of missiles, so they all probably go a lot of places. It destroys a lot of buildings, but I don't understand the underground part. I don't know. Couldn't destroy the missiles in the defense room either. There's no way we could beat the intercept system. Of course, there was the issue of the escape pod. It was completely corroded by the practical bacteria, so we wouldn't be able to use it to escape. So what do? Is there a way to save us all? Just then, Tsubasa spoke, her face pale with terror. Me so far to... This is so cruel. There's nothing we can do. Come on. Remember the stand together or fall together protocol. No one said a word after that. Silence hung in the air. Gloom permeating every inch of the room. Soon and without mercy, dawn arrived, without us ever finding a solution. Here's Sirei's overly positive announcement for Day 100 play. No.
True.
Shut up.
Man, screw that!
I know it's pre-recorded, but it irks me to no end. But what are we going to do? The question had been asked over and over, but there was still no one who could answer. Maybe this is it. Yeah, maybe it's time for us to give up. Hearing that must have pushed her over the edge. With an anguished sound, Hiroko ran out of the cafeteria. Hey, Hiroko! Rushed after her. Caught up with Hiroko in our usual spot behind the school, she ground to a halt, turned around and shrieked in frustration. Why? Why does it have to end like this? We did everything right. All 17 of us survived. Why is it still not enough? Yuko's eyes were burning with tears. They slid down her cheeks one after another. I knew it. We're cursed. Trapped in this cursed cycle. We'll never escape this loop.
Hey!
No! What? You can't give up. It's not like you, Hiroko. We can break free of the loop. I'm going to take you out of here with me one way or another. I promised you that, remember? I swore that this would be our last timeline. That the loop would end here. Today's day 100, and we're all alive. All we have to do now is build our own future. A future where we can all be happy. Where I can be happy with you, Hiroko. Takumi. The tears had vanished from Hiroko's eyes. Perhaps in the face of my overwhelming insistence. Yes, you're right. I want to believe that too. But you have to look at reality. We're hemmed in at all sides. There's nowhere we can go. It's like someone's put a lock on every door that surrounds us. Something sparked in my mind the moment I heard that word. Wait, did you say lock?
Huh?
You did, right? You said lock. I did. But what does that have to do with anything? I quickly put out the device and checked the blood space wave schedule. We can leap today between 5:50 and 9:50 a.m. It's 7:30 a.m. right now. The window's already open. Wait, Are you suggesting we go? The Invader Hunt timeline. The one with the killing game? That's right. But that timeline is locked. Oh. Locked. You said just now remind me of what you told me before. I don't know when 803 locked it, but it was sometime between day 45 and day 49. Whenever it was, the lock will be removed after 50 days have passed. Even if we locked it up on day 49, 50 days later would be day 99, right? The machine will be unlocked now. We can jump to the hunt timeline. Some of the conditions we need to meet are already present in that timeline, so... It's okay. You don't have to explain. Let's go and tell the others. Right. I see. So that's it.
Huh?
Basically, we all need to jump to this hunt timeline you're talking about. Then we can use the escape pod there. That's exactly what I suggested 2 days ago. Right, and Mr. Sumino was all like, we can't steal the escape pod from another timeline. We'd be killing ourselves. Or am I remembering wrong? So why is it suddenly okay now? I'm sorry to say, but everybody in that timeline is already... Oh no. Well, in the one where you don't take the baby, or when you do kill the baby, which I'm curious if that's the one we'll jump to accidentally, and that's the one where they take the escape pod, but there's no final attack on that day, so it's not a big deal. Or is there a final attack on that day still? I don't remember. Are they really dead? Yes. And the survivors of the hunt timeline were all killed on day 93. They sacrificed themselves to finish Veshness. One more thing. The baby in that timeline is gone too. Oh yeah. I see. So I died like everyone else. The others grew stiff and lost for words. There was a plaintive look on all their faces. Couldn't say I expected any less. Who could keep calm after hearing that we'd all died in another timeline? Well, I guess there was one person. What's the point in crying about it? You can't bring back the dead. We need to keep pushing forward so their sacrifices won't be in vain. We need to live on, not just for ourselves, but for them too. Irrelevant attitude aside, she was right. You're not wrong. We need to think positively. I feel bad for them, but now we can use the escape pod without feeling guilty about it. Let's pay our respect to them by using their pod. Everyone bit back their disdain and nodded. Wait a moment. Isn't boarding restricted to only official members of the Special Defense Unit? Don't worry about that. This escape pod got eaten up by the practical disease too. But because their Tsubasa repaired it, it's good as new now. And when she fixed it, she replaced everything, including the entire circuit board. Wow, I'm a genius. There definitely won't be a problem then. The original program will be totally overwritten, with no boarding restrictions. So even unofficial members like myself and the baby will be able to get on just fine. Trust me. Thank you. You know the thing that sucks? Commune is dead in that timeline, and Commune's gonna die in this timeline. That sucks. Sincerely, I'm so grateful. Thank you. Hey, don't thank me. It was a different timeline Tsubasas who did it. Anyway, that about sums it up. That's why we're going to the hunt timeline. Everyone there is dead, and the pod's boarding restrictions have been disabled. It's our best, maybe our only shot. Woohoo! The details are too much for me, but all I know is everything's gonna be okay. If we go to the hunt timeline, we'll all be saved. Hell yeah! Tekamaru pumped his fist into the air and everyone let out a cheer. Okay, let's get going, right? Oh, but what about Sirei and Nigo? Let's take them with us. They're part of the team too. I mean... And so we head to the lab with the completely immobile Sirei and Nigo in tow. Shion had vanished. Keeping his avatar materialized meant consuming energy, so he returned to being the baby now kept inside the jar. Hey, can we get going already? We're wasting time hanging around here. The other enemy ran off ahead. The rest of us followed after her. Are we I mean, I understand it makes sense how Nigo and Sirei don't need to be in it, but what about Baby Jar? I checked the PLM. We're good to go. The device on the other side is unlocked. Just like I thought. Now we can leave to the hunt timeline. By the way, Yuriko, you said the baby in that timeline passed away, right? Yes. Did he die on the same day as everyone else? That's right, on day 93. So the final attack won't be launched in that timeline. There's no way the missiles would be full of energy by day 93. You're saying there's no rush? But emotionally speaking, I'd like to get it done as soon as possible.
That's right. No one can use the pod makes me want to get right in there and leave the shithole forever.
What about that? The memory card has not been brought up yet since it was given to us. What the fuck's going on? I'm with you guys. Let's hurry. Open the lockers. I was about to hand out leap suits to everyone, but... Wait, I'll do it. Suddenly Hiroko took over, giving out the leap suits one by one. She's gonna take the one that has a hole so she takes leap damage, isn't she? It's 17 suits in total. There were 16 of us, so we had one extra. Sirei and Nigo didn't need one, since they were robots, but the baby did. First we tried stuffing the jar inside of someone else's suit. That didn't work, so we ended up wrapping the jar in the remaining suit. Oh boy. She took the one with the hole that she took last time. Everyone got their suit on. Yep, and it fits like a glove. The machine was configured, the blood space waves were already surging. We could jump right away. We all jumped on the platform. Spots was holding the suit with the baby jar inside it. This was probably going to be our final parallel leap. Slammed down the red button and jumped into the crowd. And then, one last time. Okay, here goes. Sorry. It's like a frog impression in a way. The leap was complete. Everyone took off their suits and rushed out of the lab. Left on our own, Hiroko and I changed back into our regular clothes. But just then, I was gripped by intense deja vu. I'd seen this somewhere before. Another timeline? No, that wasn't it. It had been on day 86. Just like after we finished the timeline over where the academy is blown up, Hiroko was hunched over. Why didn't we go to that timeline?
Hey, are you okay?
I mean, we know for sure everyone was dead in that one. I guess it's probably because technically there's no escape pod, and I think that's kind of the main thing is we're trying to get on an escape pod, but I guess you never know. She didn't answer. She was breathing hard, one hand pressed to the wall, her shoulders heaving. In her other hand, she held a leap suit, the one she'd been wearing. I ran to her side and looked at the suit. There was a hole. The suit had a tiny hole in the back.
You knew about this hole, didn't you? That's why you gave out the suits.
I had to. If somebody had to wear it, then...
But this isn't the first time. You did it on day 86, too.
You should have let all of us jump. I came, like we all but you jumped. I get a suit over here that didn't have a hole, and I go back to you and hand it to you.
That's right. That was just a coincidence. I just happened to pick it. I must have terrible luck.
The hole in Hiriko's suit meant she was definitely suffering from leap damage.
If you parallel leap 2, maybe 3 more times with exposed skin, your body will eject all of its cryptoglobin.
I mean, she said 2 or 3 more times, indicating that I've already done it once. Or, so it seems like if you do it 3 or 4 times in total. As far as we know, she's only done it twice.
That means no more revivals. You'll die, and you'll stay dead.
Why would you do something so stupid?
It's fine. This is fine. I've done horrible things after all. I don't think this will absolve me, but this is the least I can do to atone. Now, let's get going. Everyone's waiting for us.
Yuriko, there's still one more choice to be made. What's it gonna be? Yuriko and I went outside, joined the others, and immediately made a dash for the school. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Yuriko tried to reassure me as we ran. She didn't look too bad. Didn't feel any kind of relief. I needed to get into the pod as quickly as possible so she could rest. That's all I can think as I just kept putting one foot in front of the other. Eventually. We made it. But doesn't something seem odd? Oh my god. We did. We went to the hunt timeline where we didn't die. We went to the hunt timeline where we survived. Odd how. He's right. There's something coming out of the top of the building.
No.
It can't be.
To confirm our realization, an automated announcement began blaring over the PA system.
An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily. Special Defense Unit members, please evacuate to the schoolyard immediately.
I mean, the good news... But why? I mean, I think the reason why... I mean, it does that even though the attack won't go off. Right? Because, I mean, it did it that way in the Zero timeline where it didn't happen, so... This isn't what you told us, Takumi! The baby was supposed to be gone so the attack wouldn't launch. Just then, Shion appeared. Hey, Shion! What the fuck is happening? Is that our Shion or this Shion? Why is the attack launching? I don't know. I can't imagine how it could have built up that much energy. We have to hurry and get to the escape pod. But where even is it? Everyone looked around, but the pod was nowhere to be found. It's 9:30 right now. The attack is scheduled to start at 10 a.m. The pod won't come out of the schoolyard until just before the attack. The next moment I had a flashback. Remember what the Tsubasa from this timeline had told me.
If we replace the control system circuit board, we'll be able to manually deploy the pod from the war room.
Told everyone I remembered. We didn't need a further explanation. The moment our eyes met, we all started to sprint for the war room. I mean, did you all have to rush? Couldn't like maybe a handful of you just go? Again. See, so that's how it works. I get why it happened now. Tsubasa was fiercely navigating the computer system in the war room. Why, what happened? The final attack. Since everyone in this timeline got wiped out, people from the artificial satellite came here. They brought a spare baby. They'd been secretly keeping on the satellite with them. A clone of Shion. Oh my... Are you fucking kidding me? They put him in the machine in the defense room as a replacement for the baby who passed in this timeline. Huh? You mean there's another baby in the defense room right now as we speak? Not exactly. This one was still developing, so his body wasn't quite stable yet. Because of that, right after he finished powering the missiles, he passed away. Tsubasa nods silently. So they had a clone of me. Well, I did have my suspicions. I'm pretty sure they also made 14 other clones, but who's counting? Looks like the people on this satellite didn't think they had anything to worry about. Even if I were to die. They had a spare, so it's acceptable to them. Losing me was hardly even a setback. Everyone stared at Xion with intense emotion in their eyes. It was a mix of sadness, sorrow, and burning anger directed to everyone on the satellite. Xion, I don't know what to say. They probably thought the same about us. Indeed. To the people on the satellite, our lives are worth less than dirt. Damn it. Really wish I could give one of those guys a kick in the nuts.
Screw that. I want to beat him to a bloody pulp.
Don't blame you. There's something we have to do first. We need to survive and actually get to the artificial satellite. Tsubasa! On my cue, Tsubasa got moving. She rushed over the control panel on the back of the room and slammed her palm against a large button. When she did that, the schoolyard appeared on the monitor. Okay.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds. Special defense.
Alright, launch pod. Oh, it's really happening. An escape pod. Oh, I'm so overwhelmed. I could cry. Isn't it too early for that?
Oh.
Celebrate once we get inside. Okay, everyone, let's go. The pod will automatically launch 100 seconds before the attack starts. The version of me in this timeline must have reprogrammed it. Are you for real? You mean we have less time now? We've come this far. We can't afford to miss it now. Then stop yapping and start running. Everyone nodded and took off. All of us running faster than speeding bullets. Except for Hiroko, she passed out at some point. Thundered down the halls and stomped down flights of stairs. Finally made it to the first floor. Turned the corner and arrived to the entrance hall. Just then, I heard something behind me. Turned around and see someone on the ground.
Hiroko!
Scrambled over to her and propped her up.
Hey, are you okay, Hiroko? Stay with me!
No.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 300 seconds. Special defense unit members, evacuate to the schoolyard immediately.
Takumi, go on ahead.
Absolutely not. I'm not going without you.
Then, what do you propose to do?
I'll carry you to the pod.
You can't. You heard the announcement. The pod launches 100 seconds before the attack. You won't make it if you're carrying me.
Is this my final choice? Carry her or don't carry her?
I knew it. That dream was a sign. I told you, didn't I? I had a dream where I was the only one who couldn't break free of the loop.
And I told you that it was just a dream. It's not going to happen.
It was only
we need
just
all
a
of the special
dream.
defense unit. If we don't, I won't get out of the loop either.
No. You will. I saw it. In my dream. You were there.
I couldn't keep arguing with her. Precious time was taken away and every second counted. Fuck, I swear to God, if the final choice is carry her or leave her behind, I will be conflicted. Because if I'm being honest, I want the best one to be the final ending of these two. At least how I personally will think of it. And if it ends up where I try to carry her, but I don't make it to the pod, and I say I don't carry her, and, you know, we do get that ending, I'm like, I don't know. I had to hurry. I had to get Hiroko to the escape pod. But the moment I tensed up my arms to lift her, she swatted me away, refusing my help.
Enough. Let me go. I think it's fate that I die here. I finally understand why I can't be saved. Yes, it wouldn't be right. Not after what I've done. There's no way we'd be allowed to survive after killing everyone on this planet.
Her voice frail and faint. Yoko looked over at the bottom of the stairs. I followed her gaze. Straight to the hidden door that connected to the secret basement.
Hiruko, you can't.
Oh.
I can. The basement's close. I can crawl if I have to.
Hiroko, this was the thing I wanted us to do. I don't know how we would have figured out to be like, okay, is there a way all of us could be away from the school for it to explode?
I'll go there. I'll enter the Liver Mortis codes. After the pod launches, of course. Right before the attack. If I do that, I can stop the missiles from launching. The whole school will be blown to pieces. I told you. I wore the suit with the hole in it so I could atone for my sins. This is also a part of my redemption. I let everyone die in the serial killer timeline. I need to pay for what I've done, even as I stay here, imprisoned in this jail cell of an infinite loop, for all eternity. Takumi, thank you for everything. You were a slow-witted dullard of a servant. But also, the best partner I could have asked for. This is my final order to you, servant. Go, Takumi. You can still make it.
My head was spinning. It went without saying that I couldn't possibly leave Hiroko behind. Which left me with two options. I could forcibly haul her to the pod, or go to the basement and blow up the school with her. We're unlikely to make it if I chose the first option. Even if by some miracle we made it in time, all life on this planet would be destroyed. The second option would save them, but Hiroko and I would be killed instead.
An omnidirectional attack
either way,
will
you and
launch in
Hiroko would die.
200 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, evacuate.
What was I supposed to do? Didn't have a second to spare. Just had to go with my gut and make my decision. Fuck! I mean, we're going to see both of them in the span at the same time, but where will you run? Basement.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We could save ourselves, but what's the point of a future where all of the other life here has to die? Even if I'm the only one, I don't want to sacrifice all those lives for ours. So... I'm going with you, Hiruko.
Hiroko let out an exasperated sigh.
You really are stupid beyond all salvation. Let me guess. You're not going to take no for an answer.
You know it.
All right. If you're not going to back down, you can come with me.
Hiruko.
Now stop wasting time. And hurry.
I said it before and I'll say it again. The two people that were affected by... I mean, this was obviously not what I thought. But I mean, when Hiroko had that dream, I changed it. My thought was, in one of the endings, Takumi would die and everyone else survives. Takumi's the one that started the loop. He has to end it by dying. But then Hiroko had the dream. I'm like, okay, I guess Hiroko could die too and the loop would end. But what about when both of them die? I lend Hiroko my shoulder to get her upright, supporting her weight as we head for the stairs. And then... we reached the basement. I rushed over to the terminal, quickly entering 8 of the liver mortis codes. Only one was left. Hiroko's. Pure curiosity. This is the divergence one. That's what I was kind of hoping for. This is the one that will end straight like that. And that's what I was hoping for. Only one was left was Hiroko's. When I entered 4 in her slot, the school would be blown to oblivion.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 130 seconds.
The pod launches 100 seconds before the attack, so there's only 30 seconds left. Hiroko pulled something out of her pocket. What about the fucking memory card? It was the Calico Cat figure I'd given her all the way back on day 10.
Oh.
I've wanted these for so long. I told you in that timeline. Did you remember?
Huh?
Not when I gave it to you, but now? Yes, I remember it vividly. I don't.
A soft vinyl figure. I collect them. Ones of cats, ideally. I'd like a calico.
I don't remember this happening in any of the timelines, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We're going to be doing this all over again. I wonder how Loop 147 will work out. Will you still remember about the calico? Not just that. I mean, everything that happened this time. What if I end up actually liking this ending more than I like the other ending? That'd be hilarious. Aw, the party one. The festival. The fireworks. Okay. What a funny one to have. Okay. Could you imagine if I couldn't pick the other ending without picking this one first? That would be actually an interesting thing where it's like you can't pick this ending because you need to unlock special conditions, and one of them is having the other ending. Of course. How could I possibly forget?
Oh.
Is that a promise? I promise.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 100 seconds.
Ugh.
It's launch time for the pod. The others should be taking off now. Not quietly. Placing my finger over the 4 on the terminal. Unlucky number 4. That's... I bet you that's the name of this ending is Unlucky number 4. I would wait a few seconds too, because it needs time to start up and everything, so maybe hit that 4 when there's 50 seconds left. No, I think this one's good luck. Suddenly I felt warmth on my right hand. I looked to see Hiroko holding it tight. Familiar smell hit my nose. The sweet, soft scent of lavender. They're gonna kiss before they press the button together. Ready? Ready as I'll ever be. For sure. You're still the same idiot you were when we started this timeline. Yeah. And here I go. 3, 2, 1. Very second I was about to apply pressure with my finger.
Yeah?
What? How?
Don't worry. The pod's still on the surface.
Tsubasa whipped up a program that lets us launch it manually. She's up there writing it now. So just hurry up and go. Who's going to enter the final 4? I'll handle that. I'll press it right before the final attack is launched. I can teleport in this form, and my real body's inside the pod anyway. Oh my god, this is actually going to be the better ending of the 2, isn't it? But I can't move anymore. It's okay. We'll take turns carrying you. If we do that, we can still make it in time. We were wasting precious time having this conversation. I looked straight into Hiroko's eyes. Hiroko, you have to trust us. I told you before, right? If you keep believing in something for long enough, you can make it happen. You can absolutely overcome any obstacle in your way. Takumi, everyone.
Hey!
Here we go. It's time to take back what's ours. Our future, our hope, the artificial satellite up there in the sky. We'll reach out and grab it with our own hands. Part of me kind of wants to reload the other one now, but I'm keeping it. I'll keep it here. Shion, you take it from here. Got it. Which again, I feel like we could have just done this in our regular timeline, but what do I know? What do I know? I held Hiroko tight and ran. Flipped the stairs, stumbling into the hallway. I handed her over to Tekemaru. Passed her from one person to the next as we ran outside. Bro, did you guys only hold her for like 10 fucking steps? You act like it would take a fucking marathon to run there, by the way. I mean, yeah, running while holding someone is rough, but we had 200 seconds, which is roughly 2 minutes. Right? 60 seconds is a minute. So, you had 3 minutes. Almost. You had almost 3 minutes. You had 3 minutes. I'm pretty sure you could go from the entrance of the school, because you were on the bottom floor. You could have gone to the entrance of the school all the way to that door. Made no sense, but whatever. See the escape pod in distance. Small shining dot that looked no bigger than a grain of rice. Really? It was actually pretty far away.
Everything will be all right.
We're not done yet. We're gonna make it.
Shout encouragement to each other as we continue to run for our lives. Each of us took turns carrying Hiroko. Eventually, our relay brought her back to me.
15 seconds remaining.
I was close now. Kept up this pace, we can make it. Keep going. Get Hiroko to the pod. My feet thundered against the ground as I picked up the pace. I ran. I ran for my life. I recklessly and single-mindedly sprinted forward. Couldn't breathe. My chest ached. My heart raced so fast I thought I was going to burst. I could hear the fibers of my muscles tearing. Pain tore through my brain, making my vision blur. But I couldn't stop. I had to keep pushing on. More. Anything to get there even 1 second faster. I need to dive into that pod. I promise I'd build us a future. One where everyone could be happy. I won't let things end any other way.
I have to do this!
I summoned the last of my strength to keep my legs moving through the numbness. Only 6 seconds left.
5,
4,
3.
we have to make it!
Were we far enough? Did Tsubasa leave the school? What about that? Everyone was inside the pod. Nozomi, Gaku, Darumi, Shoma, Kyoshika, Mocha, Yugamu, Tekamaru, Kurara, Tsubasa, and the twins. Oh, I love how Yugamu and Darumi are like that. And there was Eito, Eva, and Shion. And his baby body in my arms. Sirei and Nigo were there too. The pairs are complete and their functions had now been restored. And of course, there was Hiroko too. She was beside me, watching with delight as everyone celebrated.
How are you feeling?
What does it look like? I feel incredible. Look at us. We're all here. We even saved everyone on the planet too.
Hiroko looked out the window toward the shining blue sphere. Beautiful planet hung in the darkness. It continued existence, an absolute miracle.
That's all thanks to you, Hideko. It's all because you wanted to save them.
Know your place, servant. It's 100 years too early for you to be doling out compliments to your master.
I was a little happy to hear her retort. And Hiroko was her same old self.
Besides, it's not all thanks to me. This achievement belongs to Shion, and the others as well. And, although I hate to say it, it's yours too. I truly appreciate what you've done, Takumi.
My face burned red hot. Anything I could have said got caught in my throat. Trying to the effect of Hiroko's words had on me, I turned to look at everyone else. Okay, can Gaku, like, try to not sexually harass Tsubasa? That'd be great. Kyoshika is drunk. I love that Edo and Shion are buddies like that. Edo, is your arm fucking burning, by the way? Tsukumo twins being that. Tekamaru and Shoma. Moko doing that. I love that Yugamu and Darumi are hanging out. Ava's comforting Kurara. It's great. They're smiling, crying and hooting like animals as they let their emotions flood out.
We did it! Yay! Woohoo!
Ah, it all worked out. Now we can be together forever.
Is it really okay if I stick around with you?
Are you crazy? We wouldn't have it any other way.
You're burning me up, bro. I know that was not Edo's voice, but still.
Forever, Shion. We all care for you.
Thank you so much.
What's gonna happen to your baby form? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are the best buds I ever had. I love you guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. I let my gutter juices out in a zero-gravity environment.
Don't call them gutter juices, man. They look like shining diamonds to me.
Takamaru!
You know what? Fair. Fair.
Wow, Tsubasa, you're a freaking genius!
Thanks. Now, give me some space, please.
Sit tight, Tsubasa. I'll send him flying with a slippery Moko German suplex. Tsubasa, baby, nobody does it like you do.
Ah, just leave me alone.
Aw.
Kako!
Eva!
Wait, what did you just call me?
Hey, you did it too!
Aw. I'm glad they got to that part where they could say their names.
Why not? Let's just be Kako and Ima from now on.
Glad they did that at
Sounds
least.
good to me. Ima.
Ima.
There, my good girl. Don't you cry.
Aw.
No crying, only celebrating.
Celebrating.
Come on, Lady Kurara. You should really have something to drink yourself.
Ah! I'm so peeved with all of you! totally cheesed off!
Cheesed off!
Absolutely pissed!
Now, sir, calm down. It may be true that our plan to raise the planet failed, but we did defeat the enemy's supreme commander, Veshness.
That's not the issue here! I'm getting all emotional seeing how happy everyone is! And I hate that!
Sir!
Hater for life, Sirei. Hater for life. Hiriko gazed at everyone with stars in her eyes. After some time staring, she whispered to herself, just loud enough for me to hear.
Everybody's alive.
That's right. Safe and sound.
It's way past 10 a.m. But we're all still here.
Yeah.
Which means...
We're...
Yes.
Free from the time loop!
Yes!
Our overjoyed cries echoed throughout the escape pod. Everyone's staring at us with thanking expressions blinking.
Takumi, Hiroko, that's great. Yeah, congratulations, you two.
Huh? You understand what they're talking about?
Yes, everything's wrapped up nicely. Maybe it would be more accurate to say it's been unwrapped and smoothed out flat again.
I ain't sure what you mean by that, but...
In short,
Everything's been resolved.
And it's happily ever after!
This is ending 55. 100%.
We finally made it! Let's do the thing! Yes! Time to choke each other!
Or play jump rope with intestines? When have we ever done any of that weird crap?
Takumi, that's your cue.
Take it away, Takumi! Got it. Ready? Go!
Special Defense Unit! Best in the cosmos!
In the cosmos!
Undefeated! Never lose! Never yield! Special Defense Unit, fight on!
Pod continued to drift through the emptiness of space, toward the artificial satellite in dark distance. We weren't sure what would happen to us when we arrived. After all, we disobeyed the will of humanity. Maybe harsh punishment would await us. Or maybe now that we'd served our purpose, the people in charge would want to have us killed. Somehow, I felt that things would be alright. No matter what kind of difficulties we encountered, no matter what trials lie in our future, if all 17 of us come together, we'll find a way through them. On day 101, day 102, and all days after. So long as all of us are together, we can keep on finding our way. We'll walk an endless continuing path, leading us to eternity where we can all be happy. Damn it. Really wish that was the last one I had. I'm gonna say my thoughts, but that's probably the best ending. 57, or 55, I mean. Yep, I was right. All 17 of us. So the last one we're gonna get is 54, which sucks. Guys, that's not the right one. What's going to happen here? Do we get to the pod? I can't believe... That's the one time it actually threw me off. About like, oh, the canon one is like... Or not really the canon, but like the best endings, I guess you could say. Is always like the path that keeps going and doesn't diverge. So that's what threw me off. I was like, oh, this was the right one I picked. But no, I should have known the basement one would have been the one.
All life on the surface will die? Who cares about that? There's only one life I'm worried about saving right now. The one I care about the most. It's yours, Hiruko. I can't let you die.
Grabbed hold of Hiroko and took off running. Tore through the hallway, toward the corner, and flew into the entrance hall. I heard the announcement. 170 seconds remain until the final attack. 70 seconds until the pod was launched. I could do this. I could make it. I held my conviction close to my heart and ran to the exit, opening the door and dashing through. I ran. I ran for my life. I recklessly and single-mindedly sprinted forward. I could see the escape pod in the distance. A small shining dot that looked like no bigger than a grain of rice. I ran toward it. There was ferocious energy behind every stride. I couldn't breathe. My chest ached. My heart raced so fast I thought I was going to burst. I could hear the fibers of my muscles tearing. Pain tore through my brain, making my vision blur. But I couldn't stop. I had to keep pushing on. More. Anything to get there even 1 second faster. I need to get into the pod. So I guess all out of this loop. I swore I'd protect Hiroko. This isn't how our story's going to end.
I have to do this!
Someone lost my strength and kept my legs moving toward the numbness. But time was still slipping away.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 140 seconds.
Pod launches 100 seconds before the attack. Only 40 seconds left. It was still a long ways off. Couldn't get my legs to cooperate. I was slowing down in spite of myself. Maybe it's impossible. Maybe it really is hopeless. Just as those thoughts flickered through my mind.
Chin up, Takumi! You can do this!
Kurata!
Everyone's there, gathered around me.
We'll talk later. Hand Hiroko over.
We'll take turns carrying her. Then we'll all make it, man.
There's no time to hesitate. I let them take Hiroko.
Okay! Do me proud!
With that, I started to run again. Now with my friends alongside me. Traded Hiroko between us, one after the other. Taking turns, we carried her forward as fast as we could.
How much time left? 10 seconds!
We came closer to the pod. Closer and closer. The open door was so close now. So close as right in front of us. Right there.
5 seconds left! 4, 3, 2, 1!
Here we go. We did not get this cutscene last time, which I guess makes sense because it was very close. I mean, I guess the good news with how the attack got delayed in the or not, the launch got delayed. Or how the launch goes like this is like, oh, we could still get on the escape pod as long as, like, kind of like this, as long as one of the missiles didn't hit the escape pod as we were projected out. If this was the ending, that'd be great. Saying that right now. Did we get on the pod? Ah. Yeah, but nobody liked this. Everyone was inside the pod. Zomi, Gaku, Darumi, Shoma, Koichika, Moko, Yugamu, Tekamaru, Karada, Tsubasa, and the twins. And there was Eito, Ava, and Shion. I had his baby body in my arms. Sirei and Inigo were there too. Their pairs are complete and their functions had now been restored. Of course, there was Hiroko. She was sitting in the back, staring out the window.
We're saved.
Her voice was raspy and joyless. Her eyes were lifeless and dull. Only a dark void shard of light shimmering weakly in the depths. The reflecting light of undying flames. I could see the surface of the planet being raised in her eyes.
I feel so empty.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
It's like
There's a huge gaping hole in my heart.
Wow. It's the same, like, we both, you know what? I'll wait until we get to the credits and I'll talk about it. Those feelings made sense. We'd done what we had to do to survive. But in exchange, all life on the planet had been completely annihilated. I'd be lying if I said I didn't have regrets. If I'd just gone to the basement, if I'd blown up the school, maybe I could have saved them, but what choice did I have? I made my decision to save Hiroko. Suddenly Ava spoke up.
Oh, I see. It all makes sense now.
What's with you all of a sudden?
I remember everything. It must be the shock of what just happened to the planet. My brainwashing has come undone.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Yes. A strong enough mental shock can undo the dolmenic procedure.
Dolmenic.
Thankfully, I understand everything now. I know what I need to do.
She's gonna blow it up because she has a bomb in her.
And what is that exactly?
Everyone's looking at Ava. She didn't answer our question right away.
I had a daughter down there. A sweet girl that I loved so much.
A daughter?
Yes. I don't need to explain further, do I?
Don't tell me you're...
Your suspicions are correct. I will go to your satellite. And kill every last human there!
The pod continued to fly through the darkness, making its way to the satellite and all the unwitting people on it. Fuck it, are we safe? Were we safe? You know, it's funny. I really wish I did have the other one done. But again, hey, Ava, honey, sweetie, your daughter technically died on that timeline already. So, yeah, that's the thing that, I'll be honest, that's what sucks about the ending that we had before this one. She technically died during that Last Defense Academy routes scenario. Like, that's the thing. Commune died on that route. She died during the attack with Vechness on day 93. And even if she didn't, I'm pretty sure when they came from the satellite down there to put in the other clone of Shion to finish up the charge, she was dead anyway. They would have killed her if she was still there. This game, holy fuck. There's never going to be a game like this ever again. Kodaka even says so himself. He's like, I'm making this game because I know I will never be able to make a game like it ever again. And I don't think there will ever be a game made like this ever again. It would be a massive undertaking. Not only for that, but to make it fit in this way that it did. Again, I really, really, really wish I had ending 55 as my final ending. But as we see, that's not the case. God damn it. It's going to be rough. My top 10 games of this year is going to be rough. This game deserves a lot, and I mean a lot of recognition. I know, again, I mentioned at the start, I recorded this the day the Nintendo Direct happened where they announced Danganronpa 2x2. It's Danganronpa. It's going to be called Danganronpa 4 with the new scenario part of it. It's fucking weird and set up as that is. It's hilarious, by the way. I love it. And, you know, everyone's like, oh, Danganronpa's back, but everyone's like, hey, play 100-line Last Defense Academy. Like, and he also has Shut in Order that came out too, by the way, that Tokyo Games is doing. And I love the fact that this game sold well. You know, their studio's not going to close down, which is fantastic. It's all that. It's wonderful. This game has gotten so much recognition, and like I said, I think it deserves so much more. Will it get nominated for anything at the Game Awards this year? Probably not. I honestly can't think of anything. Will it get nominated for Game of the Year? More than likely not. With all the other games that came out and how niche this game is. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, what category could this game get nominated for? I can't think of anything. Like, strategy game? It's technically a strategy game. Will it get nominated for that? Probably not. Fan favorite's probably the only thing it has any chance of getting. And that is even that, like, even being in the pool of, like, what, 30, 32, whatever the number starts off as, that is even a tall order, if I'm being completely honest, of even getting into that. Because, like, every game could be there. Fucking Genshin Impact is always in there for, like, the past 10 years or however long that thing's been a thing. So it's nuts when, like, games like that can always be in that category. I really... God. The talks of an anime, the talks of DLC, the talks of all... What's this ending called? One massacre to another. That is my final ending. Even though I'd like all 17 of us to have been my final one. 100 endings. This game is just so fucking out. It's amazing. It's fantastic. Like, what more can I say about this game? It's great. I love it. It makes you really think in a lot of things. I had 4 pictures left. What the hell are... we had the 2... Oh, I know what it is. Looking down at Hiroko, holding her up. The final picture and the 2 final pictures we had. This is not the right one. Yeah, this one. This one, this one, this one. God, this... I am... God, just the way it was all set up. How... You know, the most ironic thing about this, for my play experience for this, much like 13 Sentinels, there's no wrong way to play this game. Yes, you'll find locks, and you'll have to do the things to unlock them. But, like, the crazy thing about this is you could get this ending right here that I just got. The earliest you could get it is you needed to get... You didn't even need to do the coming of age route at all. Even though we go to that route, what were the endings I needed? I know I needed 2 from the Box of Calamity route. I needed 2 from the Box of Calamity route. I think I needed 2 from the slasher route. I need to look at that. And then eventually, of course, I need to get to ending 100. But what were the endings I needed again? I am actually going to look at these endings. So I needed 34, 36. Those were both... that was Box of Calamity routes. We needed the... I'll be honest. I don't understand why we need the exorcism ending that we did with Gaku. That makes no sense to me. I understand the 36 one, because that's where we kind of learned about the gi And it also makes sense because that's where Kakuji came from, was from that route. And Kakuji being like the main antagonist for this was amazing. I loved how in the 3 separate routes, because there are 3 separate routes, or of like, there's 3 branching paths. I've mentioned this before. And that's why I thought like, oh, Story Lock 2 is probably going to be in this part of the route. There's 3 starting paths. It all starts with Ado. Do you spare him or kill him? That splits it into 2. Then you get to the point in the spare route is, do you reveal your secret or do you not reveal your secret? And that splits it into the 2 routes. So you have the 3 routes right there. You have the 3 routes. You have the Ado's dead route. You have the Ado's alive, but you reveal your secret, and you have the Ado's alive and you keep your secret. Which I find hilarious that literally my first route of this game, if I'm being completely honest, I really did, like, I hit the yes to kiss Hiroko because I thought, like, you know, that's what she wanted. It's what she said. So, of course, I did it. If I had picked no, I would have gone to that lock right away. And I would have been like, what the fuck happens? Because, okay, if I remember correctly, she reveals that she knows about futures on that day. She doesn't, or does she reveal it earlier? No, I think she does reveal it on day 10 before the lock shows up. And then it's, you know, it goes from there. So it's very crazy how this was my first route, if you really think about it. And it became my final route, which is, again, crazy to me. Like, just the way it was all set up and what I did, how it worked out that way. And it's so funny how I did the romance route first. And then I was like, you know what? Let's go to the route where we kill Ado. And then I went to the killing game route, which is still one of my favorite routes. With one of my favorite endings. The one ending that the Takumi here did not remember. But the point being, it's so crazy how you only needed to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You only need to get 5 endings. But you also need to reach Story Lock 3, which would result into either ending 99 or ending 100, which is ending 100 is what lets you unlock the final Story Lock. And you can't get that one until you found Story Lock 2. So there's no way. So the way they have it set up is there's no way you could ever have all the requirements needed to unlock a Story Lock when you encounter it. There's no way. You can get endings 34, 36, 72, and 76 and reach Story Lock 3. That's the only one. This is the only one where you can get all the actually, no. Never mind. I was about to say there's no way you can get all the Story Lock. I mean, yeah, you could get all these beforehand. But I guess I was saying is like there's no way you could have all the Yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, this Story Lock 1 is the only one you could get all the unlock conditions for it right away. That's the only one. We have to get those 4 endings and then get to Story Lock 3. Because my initial process was going to be like, there's no way you could get to any of the Story Locks unlocked right away when you first encounter them. Which is true, technically. Besides this one. But it's also one where you don't even know what the requirements would be unless you've already done it. It's crazy how you only need Box of Calamity and Slasher route, because 76 and 72 are both the Slasher. 72, I believe, was Kiss Goodbye, and 76 was History Repeating Itself, which is where the slasher goes. Like, it's the whole, that's the Takumi that got free of the Gi parasite, but then he got it back again. Because it's called, and it's like, that makes no sense. Like, why is it called History Repeating? We learn it from here. And that is what I also like about this route, is the fact that it ties everything so well together. It brings out the fact, like, okay, we're the ones in the diving suits. We are the ones in the diving suits, in the leap suits during those moments. And then Hiroko even mentions right here is like, no, one of the reasons why I lied to you is because I wanted that moment of where he says I love you to her. At least I'm assuming. We don't hear it, but it's implied. And it's like, that's my sin. And that's why I have to be stuck in this loop, is because I want that moment to always happen and such. So, and because of that, you know, we die and I repeat the things over and over again. The fact that, I don't know, this game's just amazing. I'm trying to think of, like, what more can I say that I'm going to repeat some of the stuff because we're not done. I'm going to do one final video of the series before, you know, I close the book on it for now until DLC gets announced, where I'm going to talk about all the endings. I'm going to rank the routes, and then I'm going to rank the routes. I'm going to give their rankings of their endings to me personally, and then I'll talk about which routes I liked better or which routes I really liked. And it'll be a multiple when it comes to the routes, and again, I'll explain this in that video too. When it comes to route, like, just because it has my favorite ending in it may not be because it's my favorite route. I liked maybe the pacing of the story, how the characters acted in that story. And while, yes, it would have some of my favorite endings, that's not going to be the main things. It's, again, the whole pacing, what happened in the entire route, how it all worked, and everything like that, and how it felt. And then I'll talk about maybe like my favorite endings of each route, maybe my top 3. I know, again, like I said, I'm counting the second scenario route, the reset, the farewell, second to last defense academy, and the Edo ending. Those 3 are the same route to me. Those 3 are the same routes, even though they're like called, like, there's only second scenario, then there's reset, and then there's the Edo Atsuki route. That's what all 3 of those called. No, that's the second scenario route, in my opinion. It's so crazy. Like, the one thing I don't want to say I'm disappointed if I'm honest. If I'm being honest. I kind of wish they learned about the truth of them and the truth of that planet in the SF timeline too. Where they could have learned it, I don't know how they would have learned it. I don't know, outside of Sirei telling them, outside of Ava telling them. I don't know. I don't think of any, like, I'm trying to think of some scenario where they learned of that in the SF route and for it to make sense. Maybe they stumbled upon it on sometime during a leap. They went to the whatever timeline. They went to the box of blessing route for whatever reason, and they found the notes on the desk that they found about this not being the actual planet. I mean, yeah, box of blessing. They did not learn they only learned the truth about, I mean, they've learned the truth about this not being Earth on a couple of timelines. But they only ever learned the truth about themselves in second scenario, where they learned they're all clones and they're not even human and all that stuff. That's nuts to me. And I mean, if you want to be technical about it, they learn about it after they sacrifice Ava. So everything that happens after Ava being sacrificed, which is box of blessing, Ava route right here. Everything from day 63 or whenever Shoma wakes up, day 60. Because our next choice is either fight for humanity or forego or abandon humanity. So we already learned our truth there. Goodbye, Edo route. I actually really like the name of that, being honest. But so, again, not entirely sure what it would be. Freaking see, reset route. It's literally the fucking ending. It's not a route. It's a fucking ending. I really liked it. Like, I wish there was a way that they learned about their true selves much in a different timeline. And I feel like the only timeline that would make sense is the SF timeline. That's the only one that makes sense to me about them learning their true nature and their true selves is in that timeline. This game's great. I really like it a lot. I loved everything about this. SF route was fantastic. I love how it tied some of the questions I had in some of the other routes. Like, well, why did Takumi get... Why was that one ending called History Repeating? Well, that's why it's called History Repeating. How did... Wait, that was us in the suits there during that time, and then us there, and then it's like, who was behind the mask in the one ending where it was only Shoma, Koishika, and Nozomi that survived? Well, it was the Takumi from that timeline because he was possessed, but it only happened because you went back you went to that timeline. There is a few things left unanswered. And we learned one of them in this timeline. What the fuck was the point of that memory card? What the fuck was the point of that memory card that Hiroko got in the coming of age timeline? From the lady in white. Who the fuck is the lady in white? What the fuck is that shit about? Those are the two main things, if I'm being honest. This one's not as bad. What is the purpose of them calling... what is the purpose of the Futurims calling... or at least Veshness... I mean, the other commanders call them that too. What is the point of them calling Shion the second coming? What do they mean by that? He's the second coming of what? Of like an all-powerful being? I mean, is it basically... is it their version of Jesus? Is that basically what it is? I mean, I wish I knew. Those are the three questions that have not been answered. Do they need to be answered? Not necessarily. I'm okay with not knowing about the whole second coming thing. I was like, okay, that's like an interpretation. It's a second coming of their God or something like that. Maybe that's what it is. But the two questions that I feel like need to have been answered, what the fuck was that memory card about? And the whole like, oh, it can move vertically as well as horizontal. What the fuck does that mean? And who the fuck is that lady in white that showed up in the SF timeline only when we went to the fucked up route where we got to Kakoji, and then she patched her up, picked her up, and left with her. She was like, fuck you guys, I'm out of here. Is she only in the coming of age route? Because she showed up again in the coming of age route to give the memory card to Hiroko and the Material Omega. What the fuck was that all about? Those are the only two questions I have, really. Again, the second coming can be interpreted as, like I said, maybe it's the second coming of their God, the second coming of their religious figure, whatever. Basically, tie them into Jesus, basically. Which is, that's it's fine. If that's the simple thing, that's fine. If it's something different, whatever. I can interpret it that way. The fact that they gave us that fucking memory card thing there. That's it. That's like, what the fuck was the point of it? What was the point of it? It never got brought up ever again. Ever again. And the lady in white, who's the one who gave us that memory card too, is like, okay. Granted, she was probably just a Futurum. She was probably a Futurum because we saw all of them in white before every single time we've seen anyone outside of the commanders and Commune has always been someone in white like that. So that's the only thing I can think of. Anything else? No. So those are the only things I have left. Does it irk me that we didn't know, like we didn't get any answers to those two? Yes. Does that open up a way for DLC? Also yes. Do I like the fact that those questions have to be answered in DLC? Not at all. Do I like the fact that there's a possibility that Kodaka and everyone else who wrote it could flat out forget that that happened and then be like, oh, shit. No, we completely forgot about it. I know that Kodaka says he wants to like keep supporting this game for like 10 years. I don't know how that's going to be a thing, but I'd be okay with DLC. Pay DLC, free DLC, whatever. Like hell, just add like a battle rush type thing. Put a battle rush in there where each wave is a different set of people, a different set of enemies, a different set of conditions. That'd be cool. It's kind of like the endless loop fight one they put in 13 Sentinels. Maybe have something that like see how long you survive, and it's all all of you guys fighting, even Ava. But that can be easily busted by just doing last yell, having everyone with an attack boost, having everyone with last yell, having everyone with whatever. That can be busted unless they like find a way to nerf that. Maybe it's kind of like a roguelike in a way where you do a wave and then you get like certain points, like you get certain BP points, you get certain materials that you can spend however you want to, like upgrade their attacks, give them those special moves, upgrade the items that you get. That'd be an interesting thing. I think that'd be pretty cool. How they will incorporate different stories, I don't know. How they will incorporate the like other endings. Do they just kind of make like a separate route? Do they go to a point where is it kind of like going to be like a whole, like you see right at the bottom left, this is called the 100 line 02. And when we do Y, this is the 100 line. This is the route 0. When that happens, do we, like, if it's a DLC, do they just straight up have like another Y button type situation where it'll be called like the 100 line 03? How it will start, I don't know. Maybe they keep it the same at day 2, but like what happens will be different. How? I don't know. Maybe instead of like the choice to kill Ado or let him live, and you decide to kill him, but he runs away and he gets away. Granted, Sirei could just blow him up, but even then, it's still whatever. Maybe keep him safe, but he escapes too. I don't know. It's so crazy. It's honestly, again, I'm still dumbfounded that I literally went like down that time. I'm honestly happy though, if I'm being honest, because I know I don't remember exactly what part it was where I went back to this Hiroko moment. I think I did it after I got the second scenario ending. I think that's where I went. I was like, I went back here. Or did I go do some of those? Did I go do Rebellion and Farewell Ado routes? I think I might have done those first. And the Ava route. But then I was like, okay, I'm done going back on this one. Let's do an earlier portion. I was like, you know what? It's been a while and we've done that one. And then we did that. And then I think that's where I went to Mystery Route, because I think I was missing... If I remember... Yeah, I think I was still missing all the endings here. I mean, I know for sure I was missing the Box of Calamity endings, because those were the last ones I got before this. So... Yeah, I got the slasher route endings after I got the second scenario endings. So if I did, I did second scenario, I did Rebellion, and I did Ava, and then I went back to Slasher. But before I did that, I know I got to Mystery Lock 3 as well, because I got some mystery routes. I got mystery routes before I did the coming of age routes. Cause yeah. Huh. No, it's funny enough, I was marking my ranking of the endings of each route already. But I've only did that with romance and killing game route. That's the only one I ever did it for. As weird as that is. Should go back and do them all again. Like, write them all down first before I, talk about it. But this video's gone on long enough, guys. There are some things I will cut out, but it's still a long-ass video. Like, it's long. Probably no, never mind. I was about to say this might be my longest recording yet, but I'm like, no. I technically did a live stream for over 7 hours back at the finale of the Stormblood expansion of Final Fantasy XIV. So that's probably my longest video. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this part and technically this series. But there's going to be one more part. There's still going to be one more video that will be a part of the playlist here where I'll be ranking and talking about my endings that I talk about my routes and the endings within those routes. Like I said, I think what I'll do is I'll start with my ranking of the routes. I'll be like my least favorite route is this for so and so. And then I'll do a ranking of my endings of that route. So like my least favorite was this ending, and then that ending, so on, so forth. I don't expect that to be too long of a video. At least I hope not, but we'll see. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much for watching these videos. God, there's a part of me that might split these into 3 parts now that I'm looking at it, but we'll see. But guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the videos, please give those like buttons a click. And comment down below what you like about the videos, didn't like about the videos. And let me know, guys, what do you think of the finale of all the endings? Did you get all of the endings? And if you did, which was your first ending on what route did you go on? And what was your first ending on that route? And what was your final route? And what was your final ending overall? Again, I really wish ending 55 was my final ending. But I was like, no, because I feel like, okay, we're going to blow it up and that's what's going to happen is we were going to die. But I'm glad that one was the actual one. So, I like that a lot. So, but yeah, guys, let me know. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to my main channel too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RBG Kim Kid Twitter, are in there too. Like I said, this is technically not the end of the series, so I'm not going to talk about what could be coming up next yet. I'll be talking about that in the next video of this playlist. So, thank you all so much for watching once again, and I'll see you all in my ranking of the endings and routes. Bye!